Namaskar. Welcome to your daily current affairs revision for competitive exams. This content is based on verified news sources. I am going to cover 6 important topics in the next 8 minutes. Let us dive right in. How can affordable healthcare be achieved in India? The Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Janaushadhi Pariyojana (PMBJP) aims to provide quality generic medicines at lower prices. Over 18,000 Jan Aushadhi Kendras supply these medicines at 50 to 80% lower prices. The government targets 25,000 Kendras by March 2027. PMBJP was launched to address the disparity in medicine prices and ensure affordable healthcare. Janaushadhi Saptah 2026 promoted awareness about affordable generic medicines. This topic is relevant for social issues and healthcare under the GS2 syllabus. It highlights government initiatives for affordable healthcare and inclusive entrepreneurship. Key takeaways: 18,000 Jan Aushadhi Kendras, 50 to 80% lower medicine prices. Target of 25,000 Kendras by March 2027. What is the significance of International Women's Day? International Women's Day is observed on 8th March. The 2026 theme is Rights, Justice, Action for all women and girls. It recognizes women's rights and equality, promoting gender equality worldwide. The day originated from labor movements in North America and Europe, recognized by the United Nations in 1977. It serves as a reminder of the long journey towards women's rights and equality. This topic is relevant for international relations and gender equality under the GS1 syllabus. It highlights global efforts towards gender equality and women's empowerment. Key takeaways: 8th March observation. 2026 theme: UN recognition in 1977. Why is women's representation in the judiciary important? Chief Justice of India, Justice Surya Kant, emphasized the need for greater representation of women in the judiciary. He suggested that High Court collegiums should take concrete steps to improve representation, including widening the zone of consideration for women advocates. Justice Kant noted that women often bring distinct insights shaped by their experiences, which is essential for a diverse judiciary. The Constitution guarantees equality, but the judiciary must reflect this diversity. This topic is relevant for polity and governance under the GS2 syllabus. It highlights the importance of diversity in the judiciary and the need for inclusive representation. Key takeaways: importance of women's representation. Chief Justice's suggestions. Constitutional guarantee of equality. What is the current status of women in the Indian Armed Forces? The number of women officers in the armed forces has grown to around 11,000. Women are now holding senior leadership and operational command roles, including lieutenant general rank and fighter pilots. Women's entry into the National Defence Academy (NDA) has progressed significantly, with 17 women cadets graduating in May 2025 and 15 in November 2025. This marks a new era of inclusivity and professionalism in India's defence forces. This topic is relevant for security and defence under the GS3 syllabus. It highlights the growing role of women in the Indian Armed Forces and their contributions to national defence. Key takeaways: 11,000 women officers. Senior leadership roles. NDA graduations. What is the latest development in the fight against drug trafficking in India? The Narcotics Control Bureau, NCB, has dismantled a pan-India drug distribution network operating under the name Team Kalki through the darknet since January 2025. 2 accused have been arrested, and a significant amount of drugs has been seized. The network was involved in the distribution of LSD, MDMA, and other drugs across India. The NCB has detected a cryptocurrency wallet linked to the operation and is investigating further. This topic is relevant for internal security under the GS3 syllabus. It highlights the efforts of law enforcement agencies in combating drug trafficking and the use of technology in such operations. Key takeaways: Pan-India drug network busted. Cryptocurrency wallet detected. NCP's efforts in combating drug trafficking. Is the concept of one nation, one election beneficial for India? The idea of synchronizing Lok Sabha and state assembly elections, known as one nation, one election, has been debated. However, experiences from other countries like Indonesia suggest that it may not be the best approach due to potential drawbacks such as voter and administrator overload. The article discusses how comparative constitutional practice offers little support for enforced electoral synchronization. It also mentions the potential risks and complexities associated with implementing such a system in India. This topic is relevant for polity and governance under the GS2 syllabus. It discusses the pros and cons of the one nation, one election concept and its implications for Indian democracy. Key takeaways: one nation, one election concept. Indonesia's experience. Potential drawbacks in India. That's all for today's current affairs. If you found this helpful, like and subscribe for daily updates. All the best for your preparation.